taking long. And I will keep up the assurance and promise given to my younger daughter today at 9:30 before I started. She said, what time is your program? I said 10:30, 11 o'clock it starts. Then she said, don't eat their heads. बच्चों लोगों का सिर मत नहीं खाना. I don't know much good Hindi, but anyway, this is what I could translate it literally. So assuring you that I will not take much time, I would like to share a few thoughts with all of you. You are all lawyers in me. First and foremost, many a times I have been asked the question, sir, why did you become a lawyer? Did you become a lawyer by choice or by chance? And I candidly confess that I became a lawyer by chance, not by choice. I will tell you the little background about this. I was doing my 10+2 and I was very passionate about doing agriculture, BSc agriculture. My father said, no, you should become a lawyer. I said, there is no one lawyer in our family, neither from mother's side nor from father's side. I said, I am not interested in becoming a lawyer. Wearing a black coat, standing in the court from morning to evening, go and begging before the judges, I am not interested to become a lawyer. Then he said, you don't know what is a true lawyer is. So he took out his usual small diary in his pocket with a rubber band in it. He opened it and he said, look here, 94% of the parliamentarian members across the globe are lawyers. And 98% of the Constituent Assembly, because at that time still freedom was not yet in 1940s. We had not yet got the freedom. He used to say, we were not, when the Constituent Assembly was there, 98% of the Constituent Assembly members were lawyers. It is only the lawyers who can change the direction of a country. So you should become a lawyer. So I said that despite this, I was resisting. So this talk used to always take place at the dining table and we used to fight. And my mother used to always be the mediator and she used to stop our discussion on this and she used to say, please concentrate on your food, not fighting at the dining table. And this is how it was going on. And one day he said, look here, another reason I will tell you why. Because my father was a freedom fighter, he was imprisoned in Mysore bomb, All India radio bombing case. He was imprisoned for 5 years. So he used to say, while I was in prison, each barrack had about 20 prisoners. So they used to give dinner at about 7 o'clock. And all the prisoners were put inside the barrack at 7:30. And what to do at 7:30? They were not getting sleep. So they used to discuss idea. Except my father, all of them were lawyers, the remaining 19. So every day they used to discuss about one subject. Part performance or evidence act, on any subject. So they used to decide the previous day as to what should be the subject and they used to discuss. And my father was saying that I was the odd man out. So he resolved, I believe, in 1942 October, when he was in jail, that if at all if India gets freedom, if at all if I get married, if at all if I get a son, one son will be a lawyer. I said, for you having promised, why should I become a lawyer? And this is how we fight went on. Ultimately, I candidly confess that I succumbed to his pressure. I said, all right, I will become a lawyer, but I will not practice. He said, all right. And he told later on, the first stage, I have succeeded. That is, he succeeded. So, that is how I became a lawyer. Then, by virtue of his experience, he said, all right, you do one thing. I will put you to a senior. You go and join his office. 3 months you work. If you feel you like to continue, you continue. Otherwise, you can, at any time you can quit. And the moment I came to my senior's office, then there was no turning back. I got glued into law, which I felt that was my first love. And I said, this is where I belong to. And I was so passionate and felt that what my father was saying was correct. And after seeing the appearances in courts, then I felt it is the lawyers who can change the direction of the country because they are the social doctors. And as a lawyer, after having become a lawyer, your chairman was telling to learn, unlearn and relearn. This is where I take you from that angle and say, my senior used to say, if any lawyer or a judge were to say that he knows everything, that is his last day. So never ever say that you know everything about law. It is a portion. On the right side it was called as a jealous wife. I will tell you one incident which happened during my professional days as a lawyer. My senior was arguing a case with regard to one bulk allotment of a site or a land to a cooperative housing society for being allotted to its members. There was challenge in the public interest saying that bulk allotment is not permissible. So we had to interpret section 32 of the Bangalore Development Authority Act. He said, one day there was on a Friday evening, myself and my 3 colleagues, we had decided we will go out for a party. We wanted to go out for a dinner. And we had all planned where to go, how to go, when to go, what to wear, everything. At 7:30, when we were about to leave, my senior said, since Monday this interview is coming up of this bulk allotment, let us just have a cursory look of that file. So each of us looked at our bases. We said we are finished. So we opened the file, we started reading. We were forced to read. We were made to read. I will tell you why I am stressing upon this. He said, all right, read section 32. I said, sir, we have been reading this from past 1 week. Neither the punctuation, nor the comma, nor the full stop, nothing has changed. None of the words have changed. What is the purpose in reading? He said, no, take out Benning's interpretation of statutes. Take out Maxwell interpretation of statutes. Take out GBC interpretation of statutes. He said, all right, read. It is so imbibed in my mind that even at 2 o'clock in the night, if you ask me to read section, tell me about section 32, I can say, for just to refresh, I will tell you, it reads like this, I quote, notwithstanding anything contained under the Act, the authority has got the power to lease, sell, or otherwise, comma, deal with the property so vested in it. My senior said, wait, why you pass there? I said, sir, there is a comma. He said, what is that comma? Why is that comma has been put? I was so upset. It was 11:10 in the night. I said, sir, the draftsman has thought it was too late, that is why he has put a comma. He said, no. If you read what his GPC has said, you take out that. He said, then he saw a timer already 11:10. He said, all right, you take the GPC interpretation of statutes to your home and come back to me by tomorrow. Tell me what is the importance of this comma. So our weekend party got cancelled. So we went back. Next day morning I got up little early, studied this GPC interpretation of statutes. Believe it or not, friends, I found out that there were about 380 judgments on comma and about 1,000 judgments on punctuation, full stop, hyphen, dash, semicolon, colon. All put together about 1,000 judgments interpreted by various high courts. So every day is a learning process for a lawyer. So don't think that by finishing from the law college, you have completed your education. This is where, after you complete your law degree, your real test in the life starts. My law clerk is here, he knows. And everyone thinks Supreme Court judges, oh, they so aram, they have so many hands. Friends, for your information, most of the judges, why most, almost all the judges, especially on Mondays and Thursdays, and at least maybe another 1 day more, we go to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning. We complete the reading at least by 2:30, 3 o'clock. And we work almost 24/7. And every Sunday, except like this, when we come out, as otherwise, we have to study. And this is the legal profession. This profession commands and demands 24/7. There is no shortcut to this success story. This is one thing. Second aspect which I would like to highlight. It is a great institution. I read about after having accepted the invitation to come here to inaugurate this international festival, Bonanza, or International Law Fest, where you are conducting Moot court competition, client counseling competition, parliamentary debate, international paper presentation, international debate, extempore competition, quiz competition, judgment writing, street play, paint drafting. Excellent. This university reminds me of two universities of our country we had once upon a time. That is Takshashila and Hon'ble. When you must be knowing, we lost that university. It's all right. You know how many students were studying? Approximately about 10,000 students were studying. Coming from 129 countries. You know, 3,700 years back we had an entrance exam. Who used to conduct the entrance exam? The entrance exam was conducted by the gatekeepers. 5 questions were being asked by these gatekeepers. You have to answer 3 questions. If you answer the 3 questions, you are correct. They used to permit the student to enter the university campus. Why I am doing this? Just imagine if the gatekeeper had the capacity to ask students 5 questions which was not being repeated on the same day, the same question to another student. You imagine what was the capacity of the faculty members inside the Nalanda University and Takshashila University. I want this institute to come to that level of Takshashila and with the able persistence of the and guidance of the faculty members, I think that they will come to follow. In another couple of decades, this institution will definitely earn that status. And what I would like to highlight also on two students is develop 3H: humility, humbleness, and honesty. I'll just give you one small example of what honesty is. How will you get it if you give the prize? You will not get instantaneous. Not everything is instantaneous. You send a mail, you want a reply within 30 seconds. You put a coin, you want a coke within 15 seconds. Those were not the days. In yesteryears, it was not like that. Hard work is to pay, but it's a late stage. I'll just give you an example. Sir C. Raman was heading the Indian Institute of Science. They announced an advertisement, they gave an advertisement to appoint junior professors in the college, Indian Institute of Science. And selected candidates were called for interview. And they were given train fare to and fro from their hometown. They were given the train fare. So about 12 1:2, 6 were to be selected. So 1:2 they were invited, and sorry, it was for mathematics. So they were invited, and 12 lecturers came, attended the interview, 6 got selected. One of them was not selected. So that boy who was not selected, he was very unhappy. But later on when he went to the counter, they gave him the drink there, to and fro. And when he came back to his room, he saw that he had paid, the cashier had paid him 2 rupees excess. In those days 2 rupees was a big money. That was in the late 40s, 40 rupees, early rupees. So he thought that I am not entitled for these 2 rupees. And he went back to the Indian Institute of Trade. But he was not allowed. So he was waiting on the pavement because somebody told some C.V. Raman at 5 o'clock. After finishing the college, he will walk down to his quarters as was in the daily routine. So with a stick in his hand, C.V. Raman was walking down, and he saw that young boy who had attended the interview, because he is the one who presided over, who was the chairman of the committee. He saw that young man. He thought the young man has come to influence me or to beg before me to appoint him as a junior professor. He said, as soon as that boy approached him, he said, "What do you want?" He said, "Sir, I have a grievance." He said, "What is it?" So today I attended the interview. Unfortunately, I was not selected. But anyway, that is over. I have been paid 2 rupees more. When I went to the cashier to return, he said that the counter is closed. So I will not take back. You have to stay and give it back to me tomorrow. Otherwise, you keep it for you. You are a young man. Enjoy. Keep it. He said that I am not entitled for this 2 rupees. It does not legitimately belong to me. I am not entitled to hold it back. So I wanted to return it. I thought you being the head of the institution, I wanted to return it, sir. Please accept. That Sir C.V. Raman was very much moved by his honesty. He took the 2 rupees, put it in his pocket. He said, "Come and meet me tomorrow morning." When Sir C.V. Raman said, his wife would not say no. And somehow he managed to stay. And he came back next day morning. He said, "You were not selected yesterday amongst the 6 candidates selected. But I am selecting you as a 7th man by exercising my power as the chairman of the Indian Institute of Science because of your honesty." And that man was Honorable Nobel laureate Chandrasekhar, mathematics. That 2 rupees changed his contours of his life. So develop this honesty, humility, and humbleness. And not forgetting what is enshrined in the Constitution of India, Article 51A, fundamental duties which are required to do. There are many things. First and foremost, which I would like to say, is respect. You should be proud of being an Indian. You should be proud of your nation. You should be proud of your culture. You should be proud of everything, national flag, national color, everything. Your college, your university, your country, your state, your district, your village, your taluka. You should have pride in proclaiming that you belong to the Indian continent. For this, I will tell you narrate one incident. When Judgement was going to Europe and other foreign countries, he was taking some soils of different parts of the country to get it tested in a lab, because in India we did not have labs in the 1930s. So he wanted to be tested that soil, whether it contains iron content or not. So he wanted to go and he had taken different parts of the country's soil, and he went to, he was going in a ship. He was traveling, he was traveling in the executive upper deck. In the same deck, in the same ship, there was one in the lower deck for common man, another person traveling. And you used to hear in the evening when you used to walk, making a stroll, you used to hear some bhajans going on. He asked one of the stewards, what is that noise that is going on? He said, sir, some Indian Swamiji is traveling. Every day for all the passengers, he conducts bhajans. He said, I would like to meet that monk. He said, sir, I bring him. He said, no, don't bring him. He is a monk, I will go to him. Look at the greatness of that Judgement. He went down, he sat with him, and he also prayed for about 5 minutes. Then the monk asked, where are you going? Who are you? He said, I am Judgement. I am going to Europe and America and England to get my soil, Indian soil tested to find out whether it has got iron content or not. And Swami Vivekananda, that monk was none other than Swami Vivekananda. He said, do you really think the Europeans or English people or Americans would certify that if at all this soil has got iron content, they would certify that it has got the soil, the iron content? They will definitely not do it. They may not want India to be a powerful country, economically powerful. So why don't you start a lab by yourself? You are a rich man. He said, I have money, but where to start, how to start, and I require a lab with I have a lot of infrastructure. He said, look here, I have been sponsored by the Mysore Maharaja, who is a great philanthropist. Odiyar. So why don't you talk to Odiyar? You are having good contacts, you are yourself so rich. He said, it's a good idea, let me think of it. And when he came back to India, he met the Mysore Maharaja and he asked for land. Immediately 375 acres of land was sanctioned or given as a grant to the Jamshedji Tata on September 9, 904. And within 2 years, a lab was started. That was Tata Institute of Science, which became Indian Institute of Science in Bangalore today. It is one of the best science institutes in the world. And that soil was tested there, and unfortunately, Judgement Tata passed away, I think, in 1904. And later on, it was tested and it was found to contain the iron content. And his son, later on, who his father had commenced the Tata Iron and Steel at Extempore, continued with that, and it has given employment to thousands and thousands of people. You should have vision that my country, my nation, my soil, that pride you should have. That is why after Rama wins the battle with Ravana, Lakshmana comes and says, look here, brother, you have got everything. You got body, you got Sita, you got Ravana's palace was golden palace in Sri Lanka. It was a beautiful palace. Everything is here, except two, our two brothers. So we will get there and we will administer our kingdom from here itself. At that time, Rama says, no. You know what he says? Generally, Janma Bhumi is Swargadati Ganiyasi. The mother and the motherland is above the heaven. So you need to respect your mother and motherland. And what Article 51A contemplates, or to be particular, I think, sub-article F, try to excel in any sphere, in all spheres of life. How many of you seen 3 Idiots film? In that, he makes a punchline. What is that? He says, success के पीछे मत भागो, excellence के पीछे भागो, success वही आ जाएगा. So go for excellence, you will get success. To get success, there is no shortcut for hard work. You will have to put hard work. That is why Subhash Chatterjee said, Artha Purana na Guru na Guru. Artha means, money. Artha Purana, a person who is after money, he does not bother about the guru or bhakti. Whether it is relative or friend, guru will not bother. He wants to earn money. Shuddha Purana, na Pakva Ruchi. A person who is hungry, he will not be bothered about the taste. Sometimes it happens to you also, you will be so hungry, you go up, sit at the dining table, you take one scoop, second scoop, third scoop you will feel, though the salt is very less. First two you don't feel because you are hungry. Shuddha Purana na Pakva na Ruchi. Kama Purana na Lajja na Prem. Person who is of lust, he is not bothered about anything in society. The last one is very important to you, the students. Vidya Purana na Nidra na Sukha. Please don't get up at 8 o'clock in the morning. Some of you are laughing, I know. Probably you are all getting up at 9:30, 9 o'clock, or someone at 10 o'clock also. Vidya Purana na Nidra na Sukha. You have to sacrifice your sleep. You have to sacrifice your time. What you sacrifice now, you will earn it with interest after 10 years or 20 years in your professional life. So put in hard work and you will succeed. And last but not the least, I like to congratulate the organizers for having such a wonderful international fest where students from different parts of the country and the world have come. I wish this fest a grand success, and I saw this hall. It is a temporarily built hall. And the Honorable Chairman wanted to take a promise from me that I would be here before I leave my office of the next function, probably another 3 years down the line, which they propose to conduct. And definitely I assure you I will come. But I hope and trust by that time, double the size of this, there will be a permanent auditorium. Come up, and I wish this institute acquire laurels not only at the state level but also at the national level and at the international level. And I wish every one of you all the very best in all your future endeavors. And my one last appeal to all of you is, please become litigation lawyer, not join the corporate office. Don't go by the last I tell you, the first 3 months I did not get any Artha, no money. My senior gave me the third month, 150 rupees. It was so great, I was feeling so great. Because on that day I was able to give 3 liters to my TVS 50. That pleasure which you get, down the memory line you think about it. It is not commensurate with anything. And your gurus, your teachers, respect them. Your elders, respect them. Because you are also going to become one day the parents. Our country is not a country where we should send the parents to the old age home. It is our duty and responsibility to take care of our parents. Because one day you will also be the grandparent, you will also be the parent, and you will stand on the same footing as that your parents are standing. And gurus are the one. Guru means in Sanskrit, it is guru, the person who leads from light, darkness to light. It is they who take you there. So don't forget their services. Make it a point, even if you go out of the college, to meet your teachers at least once in a year or once in 2 years, to acknowledge what they are given to you. And that is the best thing that the teacher will expect. and they will be so happy that they will come and say that they have succeeded in life. And they will feel take pride that their student has succeeded in life. So respect your gurus, respect your institution, respect your parents, and take care of yourself, not getting addicted to drugs also. That is also one of the most important aspects. Once you get into that, you lose your track. Concentrate and achieve whatever you have thought of. And I pray to God that you all be your strength and the choicest blessings of the Almighty be showered on all of you. Thank you. Jai Hind. Namaskar.